Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm gonna jump in here real quick. Are we rich yet? What's up, Sun Scorpio, Chris the Ish? A lot going on in the stock market, cryptos, a little bit of drain, not much trading. So software, they're telling me that they finally got everything ready. It's working well. So hopefully we'll get that to subscribers sometime soon. What's up, Paul? We got our stock. I did tweet a little bit ago. We've been looking at Square because I think stocks in general still are going to bounce here. I know Taj and a few people was looking at Square. So finally hold on a second before I screw stuff up. Hold on, guys. It's been a while since I've been on here. Need to move my away. Can't find my picture to move. Not cool. Let's get that out of the way, maybe. Dang. Sorry, guys. Having some issues here. There we go, finally. Just wanted to show Square here real quick. What's up, Steve? Square, we came down here. This buy signal was actually the buy that I just used because I felt like that there was a lot of selling going on after the CFO left. But actually, if you're following the technometer, we finally got the reading this morning when it was down. We got the 38 that we was talking about. So I would think we get some type of bounce here in Square. And I'm previously long that with small losses. So I'm going to keep talking about stocks, I guess, here real quick. Twitter, I still like. I think Twitter, if you go into the 1 year, we did have a buy on this at 28.95 a few days ago. This one acts really well. And if you go to the 3 year, I think this is interesting. Kind of came back to the 27 previous support. I mean, the stocks stay halfway okay here. I would think Twitter leads the rally higher. Easily could go back to the 47 level, I think. So that one gets interesting here, I think. I'm still long American Barrick, pulling back a little bit. That chart still looks extremely good. Back here at 50% retracements. And technometer did come back down to oversold down here at this 1260, 1250 level. So I think that one still looks good. If anyone's got any other stocks they want to look at on here, throw them to me and we'll throw them up here. We've got on Bitcoin, we'll keep talking about the OP. I did tweet about it a little bit ago with both charts. This is Bitcoin USD. You can see volume, which is the OP, continuing to make new lows, and price for now still holding higher lows. And we were as oversold as we have been really yesterday. So I do not do FX. Nope, Paul. That's the only markets I really have never traded. So a lot of these charts we show, like the Twitter and gold and stuff, these OP divergences with price and oversold technometers working. So far on Bitcoin, it's given us some cheap entries, but still nothing moving to the upside. So what's up, FM based? So not really much to report. I got called away yesterday. The reason we didn't go live last night. I'm guessing we'll be live tonight with no problem, 6:30 Central Standard Time. So here in 6 more hours, Nick will be in. But again, not much to report. I mean, we're having selling coming in. And price is still trying to hold that 62, 63.50 level, and carries in here. So we go back to, let's say, on the stocks. A lot of people's watching that here. What's up, Zimmy Jim? On the stocks with our weekend review, I mean, we have been leaning bearish. We had some shorts on. We recommended covering shorts really on this Thursday's close. We have continued very weak. Not good for the bulls. This was previous support here, which we came down almost to it. I do think we'll get a bounce here, then we're going to have to reevaluate. Maybe put on some shorts. I did interest rates, if you've been watching. We've been short the TLT. We recommended that up here near the highs. And here we recommended on a short-term basis covering shorts. That was because of this deeply oversold technometer. We thought we'd wait for a bounce to get to an overbought technometer. And you can see we reached that really at Friday's close. So we gave a sell on TLT Monday at the opening. A little lower today. You see technometer 56.7. So I would think if nothing else, maybe we go back down and revisit this 112.50 level at best case, and possibly new lows for the move. But we just had a quick trade there on TLT to lock in some profits. Intermediate, longer term holders, I recommend staying short from the original. So what's up, the outlaw? So that's really it. Higher interest rates, I think, are still probably coming. Stocks, I think, bounce a little here. Square, Twitter, ABX, I think, are still good. Another one I've talked about being longer term is Tractor Supply. That is acting unbelievably well here. Went to new highs yesterday, quickly from 83 to 95. So I think ag's been beaten up, and I think Tractor Supply's got a really good retail, and they're also doing some online stuff. I think there was a good report on them in Bloomberg, I think was the last thing I read. So I like Tractor Supply. Tilray, TLRY, we do have that one on here. Last trade we had was a sell here at the close at 164. You can see that here. Again, you don't really want to follow the technometer 50 sell, 38 buy. Definitely a starting point. And then really this level here was a 38.45. And we're 38.70 today. So definitely down here, I think you could probably revisit being long Tilray. That is obviously an aggressive, risky. Tractor Supply dropping lots of coin on security, cool. Yeah, I think that's just a good solid holding in this market. So, but Tilray again down here at oversold, so we'll mark that as a buy down here, really. Let's bring that one down here because we really would have had, I'm not sure if we got to buy that day, but we're definitely getting it down here early today. So I think Tilray higher. I haven't really used crypto dominance charts. I mean, I'm aware of those. And, you know, I think, I still think those charts are bullish. So, you know, if we go back to the software here, this is Bitcoin USD. We go to the 3-month. I mean, the software really just continues to give us buys at these lower levels here, which we haven't been able to get anything going besides the tether scare. But you can see we're back down here at oversold yesterday. So really a buy point down here yesterday as well. But I think these are all pretty important. So I don't know. I'm still leaning You got to stay long here. Some other coins, as we know, have firmed up. Many coins are acting better than Bitcoin. Here's XRP USDT. Hopefully the developers are done. We'll get this ready for subscribers. You can see here, Technometer went from extremely overbought here for a sell, and then right back to an oversold reading yesterday. So we had to sell here at the 52 level, then come right back down to a buy yesterday. So this would have been a sell at this day's close, and then a buy on yesterday's break. So, XRP holding in there very well. Any other coins here anybody wants to look at? XLM is one we've been on. We got a buy at the low, and then really a buy near the recovery high, and still just sitting here at 41. You can see the OP making new lows here compared to this low. So to me, that's like just basically a 50% pullback into support. I think it'd still work higher. Here's DGB USDT. Technometer coming into extremely overbought yesterday. That's DGB USDT. Let's see what. Hold on here a second. DGB USD. Let's see what this one looks like. See, it's still down here at oversold. Not much volume there. DGB. Look at the Bitcoin chart. Did you buy Bitcoin? We've got Technometer neutral after coming across another buy. So we had to buy here at 38. And then really a sell right off that the next day. So definitely getting some flopping around here. And then we would have had a buy really on that day there. So just some oversold points to watch. Can't say much there. I mean, price and OP on did you buy BTC kind of in lockstep. So not a lot of help on DigiByte. On Poly, we've had a decent. Let's bring up Poly here real quick. Why my screen's not coming up easier? Let's do Poly USD. I think that gave me an error. There's a Poly BTC that we was following. We had this one here. Let's bring this one up better. Because here we'd had a sell in the Technometer, but we said do not sell the first 50. You might want to sell for a quick, just a quick scout. but don't sell the first 50 since we started an uptrend. But then you can see here that we came back to a buy. Let's pull this one. We had a buy here on this day. So that one worked nicely. I know Dustin Nelson has been on this one. So, because these are really the moves you want to, when the markets are telling you something when you see this, because what happened is we break out to new highs, we do get an overbought technometer, but then the technometer goes to oversold while price actually works a little bit higher. So you know, that would tell you that that was extremely strong action here, because price works higher and it goes from overbought to oversold. So that would have gave you the buy signal down here at 36.78 on this day's close. So if you'd have scalped a little bit there, you might have been able to stay in your positions. But otherwise, as I said, as we're starting an uptrend, you don't want to, you want to sell maybe 52s or 53s. But probably BTC acting extremely well. Dominate the software, you know, as I'm showing it here, it's fine. And then this morning, they upload my new server to Amazon, changing endpoints and starting testing the web version tomorrow. So I would think tomorrow, you know, I'll have a final update. I would think they're getting extremely close, telling me no problems. So. GVT, let me see if I got that one. No, I do not have GVT in the system. Moon Smoke, I will add those things once the software launches and I get access to adding symbols. What's up, Peter? It has been a while. What's going on? Nice to see you. Cool, Dominic. Hey, Kahandi, how are you? DNT. Here's DNT BTC. Maybe I've shown this live on air. I mean, down here you had the new lows and the OP, and price was holding here. So that's a little bullish action from this point to this point. And on the technometer, really, you had buys down here at all these various lows. And then this is a 38.69. And those are 50s. So it looks like the technometer gets pretty volatile here. You got a lot of low volume bars and you got some big volume bars. So I would say from this point, you had the OP and price diverging with an oversold technometer here. So I would definitely say this is an important level here at 366. I would key off of that level for longs. Hold on, I have a problem. My symbol guide is out of reach. Hold on. Here's Ethereum USDT. I mean, I'm going to have to bring up the USD as well. I mean, really down here, you had a slight divergence. You had the OP hitting new lows and price holding. That's what that arrow was showing into this oversold here. Didn't get down to 38. We got down to 39.5. So that could have been, you know, close to another buy signal. And then if we go to USD, this is a chart that I showed the other day. Really had a buy at, you know, didn't get the buy here as well, close to it. But then we had still here, we got volume hitting new lows actually today again. And price is still trying to hold this 185 level. So really had a buy around 204.40, I think it was. And you know, nothing coming of that yet. Obviously Bitcoin dragging this one down as well. So really got scratches, small losses, etc., and some Ethereum trades here. Then let's do Ethereum BTC. I mean, Ethereum BTC, you know, same thing, OP really at the lows. Technometer's neutral. So not much to add there. What's up, QJ? You know, it seemed like QJ still, you know, XLM, ADA, ZRX, those are still acting well. Digibyte. I'd have to go through more charts, maybe see if there's any other decent coins being accumulated. But I still kind of like some of the regulars that we've been talking about. They're still acting pretty well. Let's look at ZRX here real quick. ZRX BTC. Yep, we'll do BAT here next. I mean, you know, BAT, this is an important level here at the 10,550. We've not really traded out of this at all. I mean, it just came down to a oversold technometer on down here at 12,170. So yeah, that's definitely, whoops. Have to go back to this one. Sorry about that. Just going to mark that on. I mean, this just continues to keep having rallies and nice little ABC pullbacks. So I think that one, you know, then you got the OP is still trying to hold in, not a lot of volume coming in. But I like the way the technometer obviously goes from about 47, which really is a high end on ZRX BTC, and then came down to the buy point at the close here, so at the open there. So I still think ZRX is good. Cannabis stocks, I would guess, I would think there's still more upside. I mean, we just showed, this is TLRY. We've got a buy on this one today. So I would think you probably could buy some cannabis stocks today. And I think stocks in general maybe are trying to make a little bit of a bottom here. Let's go to BAT USDT. Hold on, that's still the one with a mistake on it. BAT USD. You see technometer down here, extremely oversold here. I did give a buy on BAT to some people. I told them that if, what we got here, if 24, if you look at this intraday, this was a triangle here with 24 support. So we came into that yesterday with the oversold technometer. So I think that 24 is strong support, which would have been that level there. the tip of that. Raise it up a little bit. So I think BAT still looks good. If you're following Elliott wave, I mean, this could be a fourth wave here, and that supported a previous fourth. Then you would have new highs coming, which I would agree with. Then let's see. Sorry guys, I got to keep moving this chart around. For some reason my symbols are, I need to reset some stuff here, but bear with me. And this is BAT BTC. We had to buy here off of the OP hitting new lows, price holding. So this is obviously an important level, but we got much higher than there. And really on the technometer, we had a 48 here, which is close to a sell. It would have gave you a little bit of a lighten up maybe on this day, but otherwise we're at 43. I think this one just continues to work higher on this chart as well, so BAT looks good to me. Let's go to ETC, BTC. Technometer, we had a 49.2 near the highs here. So this close to a sell, the really most overbought it had been since early September. And then quickly to a buy again yesterday. That's ETC, BTC. Let's do USD. And really nothing, technometer had a buy higher and then came in really with another buy here at 950. So that one's continuing to drain down a little bit, not near as strong as some of these other coins, which is surprising. And then you can see here, really we had two buys in the technometer, then a quick sell with just small profits, and then back to a buy. Actually back to a buy the day before the break at 950. So not much help there on ETC. VET's not in the system. Sorry about that, Paul. Hopefully get all these in here shortly. EOS, USDT. What's up, Kanan? EOS, USDT. We had shown a buy on this one the other day around 520. We're currently 514. OP hits another new low here, as you can see. So continued selling coming in while price is still making higher highs. I mean, a lot like the Bitcoin chart. And we had the buy here, and then really just trading at 42, which is a little bit below neutral. So I guess I think I still like EOS here. Here's DCR USDT. Not enough volume there to look at that one really. Let's see if I got DCR USD. We're going to go to a DCR BTC chart. I mean, I think I mentioned this before. It looks like the technometer is jumping around pretty strongly. So really had a buy this day here. mean, really a buyback here when the OP and technometer gave it to you. So this level here definitely is important because it gave you this buy here, and then we had another buy over here. So then we came back down to it, obviously, off the big rally news, and have given up almost the majority of that. Back down here at 42, so not much on Decred, and action, then extremely low volume there. So we've got this new website. We're still trying to get ready for launch. We're almost there, so hopefully we get that done here. Let's look at AMD. One-year chart on AMD. And we've been oversold. Really, we got oversold on the 23. We talked about that the night we was live. It was going to open down the next day, and I'd said I'd buy the next morning's opening. So I still would go with that. That was down here, right there. I think AMD is probably cheap here. So but still, I mean, the OP is coming down, not very aggressively, so not huge selling. Force has gone sideways here, and technometer oversold as well. So nothing else, I think some type of oversold bounce. And XRP still look good on the software. Bitcoin back to not doing much. Still showing here, shorts are still somewhat at elevated levels on Bitcoin. Longs did give up a little bit there 9 days ago or so. Gave us this new low on the longs versus shorts. So again, that's still to me a little bit friendly. And then Elliott Wave. I treated the, let's go back. If I retweet it, hold on here. Let me check something for a second. This here was interesting. This came off the Wyckoff course, wyckoffsmi.com, because everybody was talking about the hinge in Bitcoin. So the more compact the trading range is, the more likely the stock is under control, and a greater possibility of a swift, explosive move upwards following a spring or a shakeout. Watch for them. So that was really trying to, look at the Bitcoin chart, because the range is coming in to narrow, as we all know. That means they've got it under control, but that doesn't mean that they won't shake it out to shake out the last possible long, get people short, etc. So that's kind of what that statement was, is this still looks all like accumulation, but we're narrowing the range. So Composite Man kind of has a feel that they've shaken everybody out, and they won't have a lot of supply coming in if they get ready to move it higher. I hear you, Stefan. I mean, I think probably, if we go back to the Bitcoin chart, and how we want. I just burnt through, my developers are working, and I just burnt through all of our millions of requests. So I won't have any charts till 7 o'clock tonight on Bitcoin. But, I'd print those off before. I mean, volume definitely is just slowing up here. I mean, the whales could be playing a little bit. There's not much action to be playing too much, but I've still got to set here a little bit friendly. I might just continue to have buy signals down here. It's hard to get the sells because we're not having a lot of volume come into the upside on any of these rallies, so not much else to show. And we got the Dow up 177. So that's really all I got, guys. So I'm going to get off here. I think the Dow Jones is consolidating, still could work higher here short term. IBM is one that I've not liked. It's part of the Wyckoff wave. Let's bring that up real quick. And hold on one second. Hold on one second, guys. For some reason my system logged me out. I want to log back in here real quick. All right. Log back in so I can see all my trend lines. Here's IBM. Go to the 1 year. I mean, we had what looked like a fall through the ice, a little higher rally back than we expected. We was really bearish IBM around the 150 level here. Then the market kept trying to drag it higher, but that one definitely is a dog. It's oversold. But here's the way we had marked this before. So with the Wyckoff markings, you had the buying climax, automatic rally, secondary test, then you had an up thrust, then really went down and sprung the low. And I had marked falling through the ice. And again, we got a little bit higher here, which made it tough to be short. But luckily, it kept us from being long anything like this. Now that one's in a free fall. So what they bought Red Hat trying to save their business. So I'd have to stay away from that one. And the only ones, we still like Tractor Supply, Twilio, Wingstop, some of the ones we've been looking at. Here's UNP. That's one that we're still trying to stay long here. Pretty big sell-off, but we didn't buy that one too bad. And then we've liked Walmart still. Walmart just had a quick spurt last week, so quick move from 94 to 102. So we're still talking about that one working higher. So yeah, IBM's got problems. IBM's starting to look like a GE. So I'm sure somewhere here it'll bounce. With Wyckoff, it's try to stay buying relative strength. I mean the OP is in total give up mode, so a lot of sell volume coming in. And Technometer is extremely oversold, but it got that way up here as well, gave us a 3-day bounce. So tough for me to do anything in IBM. And that's really about it, guys. Not much else to talk about. So NVIDIA, no, I haven't looked at that, but before I go, I will bring that one up. We like the esports area. We like the cryptos. So NVIDIA is one that has came under massive pressure as well, but one that I'd be more interested in trying to purchase. We had marked some support here at 204 that I'm guessing we're probably springing that now, are shaking everybody out. So that's one that I probably would try to catch it here maybe. But again, it's been extremely strong stock. So definitely broke up trends. I'm not sure this, I had marked this trading range before. I'm not sure if that's really relevant still. So still kind of in the wide open. But you can see here on the OP longer term, not hardly seeing any selling really to speak of. So here's canopy growth for one more. We had a buy here, and then we had a sell actually at the 57 level. And then we would have came back for a buy. Let's mark these real quick. This day here would have been a buy signal. Again, if you're just following the technometer, which is not the appropriate thing to do, but I'm trying to show those areas to show that it's helpful. Because once again, on a downtrend like this, I mean, if you're looking for a spring at this level, which would have been easy to do here with an oversold technometer, probably could have justified buying that. I mean, that would have been about 41.60. So you've got pretty good losses here after selling near the highs on an upthrust. Technometer now is neutral. So I still would think these stocks could bounce here. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. And we'll be back here in 5.5 hours with Nick the Hitman and go through some more. We're out of here.
Are you trading or investing in the fast-moving and exciting cryptocurrency markets? If so, you need to learn how to identify primary trading opportunities by implementing the Wyckoff trading methods, which was created by world-renowned stock speculator Richard D. Wyckoff. This online course teaches all you need to know to increase your returns while minimizing your risk using the Wyckoff trading method. Over 915 students have enrolled in the course since its launch in late 2017. Let's hear what course graduate Robert Hastings had to say about the course. The content and instructors of Learn Cryptocurrency and Wyckoff course are both excellent. It's worth every Satoshi. At a minimum, it saved me thousands of dollars. LearnCrypto.io is owned and operated by Wyckoff SMI, also known as Wyckoff Stock Market Institute, which has been an authority on the Wyckoff trading method for over 85 years. Founded by Richard Wyckoff in the 1930s, Wyckoff Stock Market Institute has owned the rights of the Wyckoff trading course since the beginning. So enroll today in our cryptocurrency and Wyckoff trading course. You will receive lifetime access to our current 23 lessons as well as new ones we continue to add. Also gain access to our course group at LearnCrypto.io to talk with teachers and students as you proceed with your studies. You will also get our cryptocurrency Pulse of the Market software at a 50% discount as an enrolled student. The only place where you can gain access to our free propriety indicators known as the Optimism-Pessimism Index, the Force Index, and the Technometer. Take advantage today of this excellent course and begin reaping the rewards of a time-tested method from the grandfather technical analysis, Richard D. Wyckoff.